ओमज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. So thank you for joining, Prabhu.
Yeah.
So this is a very important session. Discover the lasting solutions. Okay. So in this, we'll see modern science offers only stopgap solutions and cannot put a full stop to the problems of life. Vedic wisdom offers perfect spiritual solutions that put a full stop to the problems of life. So the first session, if you remember, we discussed about science of soul. In the second session, we had discussion about science of God. In the third session, we discussed about how the Vedas, are the real authority, the true authority to understand the absolute truth. Correct?
Yeah.
And now in this session, we are going to discuss how Vedic wisdom offers perfect spiritual solutions for all the problems of life. And modern science, though they are also trying to find a solution for all the problems, but it's only a stopgap solution.
Yeah.
So that's what we are trying to see in this session. So keeping this in mind, you can see now. So real problems of life, temporary solutions, science, technology, medicine, and permanent solution, Vedic solution. Simple, no?
Yeah, yeah.
So first we try to understand the problem. So what kind of problems we face in this world. So there are many problems. Everybody has so many problems. If you ask any point of time, people will tell so many problems.
Yeah.
But we want to actually understand what are the real problems of life. Because there's so many small problems, but we shouldn't become so occupied, or we shouldn't just get so overwhelmed by different kinds of little problems, like problem of poverty, problem of say not getting job, or problem of somebody is wanting fame, so he's not getting fame. Some relationship problems. So many problems may be there. But if we keep focusing on all this, I have to earn so much money. I have to increase my following. So many things people get into to solve different problems, what they perceive as problems.
Yeah.
And which is actually relative. So, but in the course of just trying to settle out so many problems in this world, which is unending, one should not miss to work or find the solution for the real problems of life. So real problems of life means if you solve them, then all the little tiny puny, all the problems, which are subset of the real problems, will automatically go away. So it's like finding the root solution for all our problems. So first identify the real problem, and then get the root solution. For example, I'll tell you, like allopath, what it does, symptomatic treatment. Okay, you have got problem of boil. Okay, cut the boil, get surgery.
Yeah.
But actually, if you go Ayurveda is a root problem. What happens when you get surgery and cut the boil, but then boil comes from other place also.
Yeah.
Some other issues also is coming. Some boil is coming. Some kind of some kind of pimples may be coming. So many things may be coming. So it's because the blood is impure. So Ayurveda may find the root solution, root problem. Root problem is your blood is only impure. So they will get the root solution, and then all other problems will go away. Boil will not come. Pimples will be cured.
Yeah.
Some kind of skin problems will be there. That may be eradicated. So many problems get solved. The fever was coming. The fever also is not coming now. So many problems, which are actually because of the root problem. So that's why we have to find out the real problems of life. You got the point, no?
Yeah.
So if you ask, anybody, what's your problem? So they will say so many problems.
Yeah.
Okay. No physique, no job, family problem, no money, and so many problems. But these problems are relative. Like for me, no money is not a problem. Because voluntary, we are not taking money.
Yeah.
no job, no money is not the problem because we don't want job. We are
Mm.
serving Krishna. I'm like right now I'm a monk.
Yeah.
So that may be for somebody problem. Like now the job market is down and all that. So that is not
Mm.
problem for me in my personal
Correct.
life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'm not dependent on that. So that's not a
Yeah.
problem. But for somebody it is a problem.
Yeah.
For no job in the market. So for somebody is a problem. For not for me. So it's a relative problem, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, same way. So if I get money, I give it to temple.
Mm-hmm.
So not keeping money is a kind of the lifestyle how I live. So
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
somebody gets money, then I have to give it to the temple or my authority.
Yeah.
But for some people, they have to possess money.
Yeah. It
So
depends like in what phase you are in life. Yeah. Like,
yeah, what
I,
phase and your situation, yeah,
yeah.
like for somebody, apple, not having apple is a problem, because
Mm-hmm.
he has to get some vitamin. Doctor may say you should eat apple. But for somebody, he's allergic to apple. So
Correct.
if he gets apple, he'll get allergy. Some people they drink milk, they get allergy. For some people, because of the deficiency of milk, they get
Mm.
so many lack of minerals and vitamins. So different problems are actually relative, in this world. So,
Yeah.
but what is the real problem of life? So are these real problems? They're not real problems. They're subsets.
No.
What are the real problems? So it is said the real problem should have these three things. It is common to all.
Mm.
Nobody wants it, and nobody can avoid it. Then only you can say it is a real
Mm.
problem. You got it, no?
Yeah.
Common to
Yeah.
all, nobody wants it, nobody can avoid it. So can you think of what are the real problems of life?
I think one, like, all based on all three, like, death is there. Yeah. Like, it is
Death.
common and
Very correct.
nobody wants and no one
Yeah.
can avoid it. Yeah.
Yes.
Anything to do.
Yes. What else?
Mm.
Old age,
Old age. Yeah. Aging and like diseases and everything.
disease,
Yeah. Your
disease.
body also
Yeah,
gets
disease.
weaker.
Very
Like, it's
good. So you
common.
got the correct, all three correct. And the
Yeah.
and the last thing is birth. Birth also is a
Birth.
problem.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
birth is problem? Because birth into this, having material birth, getting a material body itself
Mm.
begins the problem of old age, disease, death.
Correct. Correct.
And
It's a
birth itself is
cycle.
having big problem because birth is not very, it's a very painful experience.
Mm.
The womb of the mother also, the child is very, very painfully situated. We will see that. Some videos are also there.
Okay.
So, okay, you have done it. So, birth, old age, disease, death. So it said one who can perceive this birth, death, old age, disease as real problems is in actually knowledge. Gita says that.
Mm.
If somebody is not able to perceive them as problem, real problem of life, that means he hasn't got awakened to the reality. He doesn't
Yeah.
understand his awkward situation in this world. So it requires some knowledge to understand birth, old age, disease, death is a real problem of life. See, if you ask, I'll tell you very frankly, if you go and talk about these things to some person, many person will not be interested only. Say, why you are talking about all this?
Mm-hmm.
They'll say, why to worry all these things? No?
Yeah.
So people actually don't want to even, they don't perceive that as a real problem of life. They're
Mm.
so much dull, they cannot think. So that's why it requires some knowledge. It requires some kind of awakening, some kind of knowledge to perceive, yes, birth, death, old age, and these are the real problems of life.
Yeah.
Animals don't perceive like that. Animals don't think
Mm.
in that
Yeah.
perspective. But we, as human beings, we have that ability to perceive this thing as real problems and work on finding a solution for it.
Mm.
Like Gautam Buddha, when he went and he saw old man, he saw some dying man, somebody diseased, then he was awakened. He thought, oh, then I should find a solution for that.
Yeah.
That's how he, went for enlightenment, like that. So otherwise, before he never saw death and old age and disease. So he did
Mm.
not know. Once he came to know, then he perceived it as a real problem. Then he thought, what is the use of me sitting in the kingdom and enjoying?
Yeah.
Immediately he left home and he, went for enlightenment. Because if that is, we have to solve this real problems of life. All this, my time is wasted. My time is
Yeah.
wasting. Like that he felt. So those who don't perceive birth, old age, disease, and death is the real problem, they are busy
Mm.
with eating, sleeping, mating, depending only.
Yeah.
No time for spiritual cultivation. So birth for 9 months, the human fetus lies cramped
Mm.
in the darkness of the womb. It's caused by the mother's gastric fire, jolted by sudden movements in a congested room. Hungry
Mm.
worms in the adorned cavity torment the child. The child passes stool and urine in the same pocket again. Hunger and thirst are felt. How much fun. Imagine that somebody has kept you in a dark room and you're upside
Mm.
down and the room is filled with water and so
Yeah.
many insects
Yeah.
are there biting you. And not for one day, 2 days, for 9 months you're kept.
Mm.
It's very horrible. And when the labor pain also is very terrible.
Yeah, yeah.
Getting delivered also is very painful. Mother also for the child also.
Yeah.
It's very painful experience. I'm not sure that we could do full. I'll send you this video, maybe. I'll
Okay,
send you
okay.
this video. You can see at your leisure. But that's also very painful. Same with old age also, you can see. Old age, no, nobody wants to become old. We want to remain young forever. But very soon we start growing old and our body becomes weakened. No one wants to get old. Cosmetic industry is flourishing due to fear of old age only.
Yeah, yeah.
We can hear now.
I can't hear the audio.
We can't hear the audio.
No.
Oh, really? Can you hear now?
Most people
Yeah.
spend their lives wrapped up in rushing to and fro. As time flows quickly by, days, months, and years rush by in the blink of an eye. Yet for some reason, people try to ignore this fact. It is as if they think they will never grow old. Yet the days of youth that they so fondly imagine will never end are really very short. Almost everyone realizes that he will grow old one day. Yet young people always feel that those days are very far off. They refuse to accept that they will one day be old, weak, and helpless. The two young people in this picture are good looking, with clean and perfect skins and shining teeth. But there is another important detail. These pictures were taken in 1955. When this picture was taken, these two were most probably not giving any thought to the fact that they would one day grow old. Yet some 50 years or more have now gone by, and nothing remains of the youth and beauty in the picture. Time destroys everything. That is a law of the world.
Harsh reality.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, time destroys everything, but ignorance, not ignorance. Ignorance, we have to work on it.
Yeah.
Our real problems of life will be still remaining. It will remain because of our ignorance if we are not working on it. So that's why we have to consciously utilize our time to work on the real solution to all the real problems of life and to get rid of the ignorance. Yes, so disease, you can see people get disease. We also against our will also, we can't do many diseases. Then death, sudden at the time of death, like 40,000 scorpion biting together, that much pain one feels. It's very painful. And imagine when you lose one thing, two things, three things, you feel pain. But at that time of death, everything altogether you lose. All your relatives, all your property, your degree. So it's a painful mentally and painful physically, and all from all sides it's very, very traumatic. Great trauma for the living entity, like that. So you can see breathing difficulty, rattling sound, dies most pathetically. Bhagavatam explains. So if you only can read this, you can read this in that condition.
Yeah. In that disease condition, the dying person's eyes bulge due to the pressure of air from within, and his glands become congested with mucus. He has difficulty in breathing, and there is a rattling sound within his throat. Thus, he dies mostly pathetically.
So apart from four problems,
There are threefold miseries.
threefold miseries as well. No? So what are threefold miseries? Due to own mind and body, due to other living entities, due to natural disasters. Threefold miseries. Adhyatmic, Adi Bhautik, Adi Daivik, Kleshas we call it. So the threefold miseries as well. Yeah. So Adhyatmic klesha means misery to our own body and mind.
Hmm.
That is Adhyatmic. Then Adi Bhautik means misery due to other living entities. And Adi
Hmm.
Daivik means misery due to other natural disasters. So they
Yeah.
constantly, it troubles us. Like headache,
Hmm.
stress, depression, body pain, suicidal thoughts.
Yeah.
Due to our own body and mind, diseases, right? Other
Hmm.
living entities like somebody insults us, arguments, fights,
Correct.
bacterial viral disease, theft, robbery, insect
Hmm.
bite, other living entities trouble us, terrorist. Natural disasters like tsunami, earthquake, flood, tornado, drought, like that. So it's called Adhyatmic, Adi Bhautik, Adi Daivik. So you can see how Adhyatmic klesha is body and mind,
Hmm.
societies, and so many things.
Yeah.
Society rates have tripled in last 25 years. Academic pressure, lack of family support.
Hmm.
Adi Bhautik klesh, you can see other living entities, because other
Yeah.
entities they have
Yeah.
so much troubles like that. You met me on Sunday, right? Sunday we came.
Yeah, like Saturday only, yeah. Like
Uh,
last Saturday.
no, not last. No. I'm saying when you came to temple once.
Yeah, yeah.
Sunday,
Sunday.
I think. Some Sunday
Yeah.
you came.
Yeah.
Just very briefly we met, I think. No?
Yeah. Yeah.
We just took number and you went like that.
Yeah.
Then I started talking to somebody else.
Hmm.
Yeah. So you can see Adi Bhautik Klesh, no? So many varieties of troubles by the divinities. Then Adi Daivik Klesh, you can see.
Yeah.
Tornado,
Yeah.
much. Tsunami, so many people got killed.
Hmm.
So he's talking about different things like Japan,
Hmm.
earthquake came. Anyway, so these are all different types of
Yeah. Yeah.
natural disasters. Temporary solutions, science, technology, medicine. So now, though we have advanced medical science, our plans of good health and happiness are thwarted with newer and newer diseases. You can see even this is the greatest person, Muhammad Ali. He told, I am the greatest, but later he
Yeah.
got Parkinson disease.
Hmm.
He couldn't lift even a cup of tea. So he
Yeah.
died suffering from Parkinson disease. So he could not even lift a cup of tea. So means what? That means that great people also suffers. So
Hmm.
why do even such great personalities also suffer from Adi Bhautik, Adi Daivik, Adhyatmic klesh? You cannot avoid.
Yeah.
So no matter who are you in this world, you
Hmm.
cannot be freed from the cycle of birth, old age, disease, death. It's real problems of life. And three
Correct.
kleshas, Adhyatmic, Adi Bhautik, Adi Daivik klesh. You cannot avoid that. Even though you may have all science and technological
Hmm.
advancement and everything. So can scientific advancement help us put a full stop to all suffering?
No.
Can it stop old age, birth, disease, and death? So no, Martin Luther King has said that now man can fly like a bird in the sky and swim like a fish under the water in a submarine. But the only problem, he cannot walk on the land like a human being because of population, pollution. Science and
Pollution.
technology has made the things more worse, actually. It has accelerated death
Hmm.
sometimes.
Hmm.
Because of so much of drugs and pollution, it has accelerated
Yeah.
diseases.
Yeah.
It has accelerated old age also. People
Hmm.
are becoming old
Yeah.
early only nowadays.
Diseases and everything, like in
Yeah,
early age also, no?
yeah. This is how we are plastic guys. Hmm. Dangerous, no?
Yeah.
Science has invented bombs that can only blast living bodies into pieces. They can't create life.
Hmm.
You can see the problem and then solution. White hair, okay, hair dye. Wrinkles,
Yeah.
okay, use facelift. Back pain, okay, painkillers. Breathlessness and death, okay, oxygen tubes. So like that,
Hmm.
science only gives patch up solution.
Yeah.
There's no real solution, right? It's all patch up.
Correct.
So it says we can have the patch up solution only for to fool someone for some period of time, but
Hmm.
you cannot fool all the people for all the period of time. No? So
Yeah.
soon the reality will be soon exposed. You can see how the old man is exposed here,
Hmm.
trying to impress the girl, but he was exposed. Patch up solution, but the reality is exposed. Science and technology stop old age, cannot stop old age, cannot eradicate disease per se from us.
Hmm.
Early has understanding of life and death. So superficial patch up solutions cannot free us from suffering.
Sup-
Yeah. So luxuries and comforts offered by science and technology cannot satisfy the soul. Just like fish in the water, right? Fish out of water. As this
Hmm.
fish out taken out of water cannot be satisfied by any kind of facilities for enjoyment.
Yeah.
Same way, you can supply yourself so much of luxury, comfort, but you
Hmm.
cannot be satisfied. No, soul
Correct.
cannot be satisfied because your nature is to be with the Lord.
Hmm.
You have to get the real solution, and that's what Vedas offer. Vedas give you the message, give you the direction, the lifestyle by which you can have the association of the Lord. You can purify your heart, awaken your love for God, and you can go to the spiritual world. You can be truly happy.
Yeah.
And that is the way to get rid of the cycle of birth and death. All the real problems of life you can solve. Because Krishna says, no, taktva deham punarjanma naiti mamita sojana. Janma karma chame divyam. Anybody who understand my appearance and pastimes as transcendental will not take birth again. That means you're solving the real problems of life. So that's why we have to understand the science of God.
Yeah.
We have to take the shelter of the Vedic knowledge. That is a real solution. And that puts you in the company of the Supreme Lord. The soul can only be satisfied and happy in spiritual world, which is his real natural home, just as fish will actually be happy when put back in the water.
Yeah.
So we are not doing that, and we are just getting so much of knowledge and technology and
Hmm.
comfort and everything without knowing the real solution, without taking the message of Vedas. Vedas are like manual, for this entire creation. So we don't take help of manual, and you don't you know get the purpose of your life fulfilled.
Yeah.
By awakening your love of Krishna. When you don't do that, then you cannot be free from all these real problems of life. You will still remain in the same problems of birth, old age, disease, death, and adhyatmic, adi, bhautik, adhyatmic kleshas, no matter how big you become in this world. Because
Hmm.
like you become big, like a fish outside the water, having so much
Yeah.
of umbrella and cigar and AC and everything. But no, it has to be in water. Same way,
Hmm.
we need to be in association with the Lord. Then
Yeah.
only we can be truly happy. The story of Desolate Island is a very fast. I will tell you the story.
Okay.
One man, he was lost, and then he found himself in one island, and
Hmm.
then people came and he got awakened. What happened? And people just took him to throne and made him a king. And so was king bana diya. So then he said, okay, let me check whether they really accept me as king. Okay, get me food, and they got so much nice food. So
Hmm.
whatever he ordered them, they'd fulfill. He become so shocked. And he thought, I was dying, I was lost, my ship was lost, I was almost fainted. I was in this as the island, and suddenly now I'm made king here. Then he was started enjoying. 1 month, 2 months passed. Then he got curious. What happened? Why they made me king? Then he got a meeting, and meeting asked, why did you make king? Tell me frankly. And then minister said, okay, king was your asked, so we'll tell you frankly. So this is our fun. No? Every person we actually do like this. Anybody comes like this, lost merchant or anyone, you make
Hmm.
him a king for 1 year. And after 1 year, then what do you do after 1 year? So okay, after that we take him and throw him on desolate island. Nobody is there, and that fellow becomes skeleton, and that's our fun. And then what? Then says, oh, then nothing. Then we jointly we have our governing body. We manage our kingdom, and then we wait for next king, and then we give him that kind of treatment for 1 year, and then we throw him in the desolate island.
Hmm.
And it's a my God. Immediately, then he started, called a meeting and
Hmm.
sent all the, machineries and all the workers and all the facility. He started making all the facilities in the desolate island. No, he made
Hmm.
palace and gardens and nice, trees were planted. So many wonderful things he, developed there. Roads and the ponds and rivers, everything he made there. So
Yeah.
everything is nicely made, and so much so that it became more opulent than the current island also. So much of work was done.
Yeah.
And then after 1 year, when he was put, then he already has sent his worker and everybody like that.
Hmm.
So again, then he was happy there also.
Hmm.
What is the lesson of the story?
Yeah, like he got to know, yeah, like similar to death, like when it is basically going to happen. So he already prepared, like if we already have the knowledge, like from the Vedas and everything, and we identify the real problem, then I think at the time of that, there will be like no, like much suffering, yeah, like,
So you know the solution. That means you prepare your
yeah,
life for a spiritual world.
yeah,
So if you live your life in a way that you can actually find the, I mean, you can elevate your consciousness, thinking like that, which will help you. After death, you will go to the spiritual world. You will not
Yeah,
have birth
yeah,
again in this world.
yeah, correct.
Otherwise, you'll be thrown in disordered alignments, thrown into some species of life, some
Yeah, yeah.
animal, anything we can become, right?
Mm,
We live a irresponsible life. We just enjoy without understanding what is right, what is wrong. We simply will become animals only. But
correct.
if you live a life of responsibility and don't unnecessarily get into too much of pleasure seeking game,
Mm, mm,
but sun gratification game, you actually control your mind and senses, live a life of discipline and regulation, and focus on your spiritual development. Then
yeah.
what happens? Then you are making your future very bright, because
Mm,
after death you won't take birth again. You'll go to the
yeah,
spiritual world and you will live eternally in the company of the Lord,
yeah.
which Gita mentions, no? That Yad gatva naivatante tadham brahma. That abode of
Mm,
mine is not invented by sun, moon, fire, electricity, and after attaining that abode, nobody returns back to this temporary material world.
mm,
So you'll not come back again to this temporary suffering, the miserable material existence like
yeah.
that. So it says, lesson from Desert Island: the rise, his faith in God, his life for the laws of God, remember the temporary nature of the world, follow the regulated life of principles to ultimately
Mm,
attain God. But
yeah.
foolish, no faith in God, eat, drink, and be merry in philosophy. Forget the temporary nature of this world and enjoy sinfully, not caring for the future. Envious of others, lives an unregulated life and goes to hell.
Mm,
You can see one by one, in our journey of life also we can moving. But see, every in our journey of life, so many people leave us, no? But we don't think
mm,
that I also have to leave. We don't
yeah,
think.
yeah.
So Yudhishthira Maharaj has asked, what is the greatest Ashcharya? What is the greatest wonder in this world?
Mm,
So in Mahabharata it is said, the answer was, the greatest Ashcharya is what? Ahani hani bhutani gachanti hayamalyam sheshas thavar ikchanti kim Ashcharya mata param.
mm,
Hundreds and thousands of living entities meet death at every moment, but a foolish living being nonetheless thinks himself deathless and
mm,
does not prepare for death. This is the most wonderful thing in this world.
yeah,
Nobody wants to think about that. Nobody wants to prepare for that. Everybody is preparing for GRE, everybody is preparing for visa interview,
yeah.
everybody is preparing for promotion, everybody is preparing for getting big, big degrees,
Mm,
preparing for becoming entrepreneur. So many preparations people are trying to do, preparing for their marriage, preparing for their retirement plans, but
yeah.
nobody is preparing for death,
Death.
which is the real final exam. And we are not ready for it. We are not
Mm,
even thinking about it. So though so many people are dying, we are not asking that question. No?
yeah.
Oh, and then we still believe that, oh, for me nothing will happen. No? I'm good.
Mm,
He thinks himself as if he's deathless, no? Like that. He's not preparing himself. So that won't help us. No? So foolish, the mad after petty pleasures of the world, indulges in sinful activity, invite ghastly future, sees everything is temporary, but still is blind to truth. It's foolish. Break
mm,
God's laws due to uncontrolled senses. No? And mad after the temporary pleasures of this world, you can see.
mm,
And you can see in US all the more temporary pleasures so much. It's like, goat mentality, foolish. You can
mm,
see that people are dying, they're going to the jaws of death,
yeah.
and there's so much of troubles and suffering. But still, we think, no, no, there's always something better. Oh, such a tasty grass to eat today. Like
Mm,
people so much, eager to come to West and money and all that. But you see, in the Western country also, people are miserable.
mm,
Terrible issues. So much sinful activity going on.
yeah.
Dying sometimes like this, without having anyone, and then they go to hellish life. Actually, they don't know that. No, people don't understand what is the next life. They have
Mm,
no idea. But if you read the scriptures, you can understand. If the person has lived such a sinful life, probably he'll become some animal in life, in next life.
mm, mm,
The royal road to hell. No,
yeah.
so you come to America and you think I'll have more money, more sense gratification, sinful lives, and then person actually is degraded. He's actually going towards a degraded destination. He's getting into hellish life actually, but he doesn't understand. So he's
Mm,
simply following. He doesn't even inquire. Oh, fine. So he's not thinking about death. He's not thinking about how he's getting into hellish life. But and though he's seeing, oh, everybody is dying there. No, everybody is gone.
mm,
They have become old, but they're suffering and all that. Like you see, in America, the old people are so much miserable many times. But still, you want to have the same kind of money and this and that, thinking that, oh, as if it will help me. And we are simply busy in enjoying our temporary pleasures, not
mm,
thinking about how we can actually overcome this cycle of birth and death. So we are seeing, oh, this goat is going, he's died, this goat is dying. So everybody is dying around us, but we are not thinking about our death.
mm,
We're busy. We're not inquiring about how can I overcome this cycle of birth and death. We're not thinking about it. So goat is seeing his friend being killed. He he will be the next, but he's happy with short-lived pleasure. You can see.
Yeah.
That's what happens. So permanent solution, Vedic wisdom. Why I'm suffering? What is the goal of life? So why am I suffering? So suffering of threefold miseries because we have turned away from God. And God's laws. The child leaving the safe custody of parents. The child is very happily situated with parents, but if he leaves the company of parents, roams on the street here and there, he can be very dangerous situation, right?
Yeah.
The same way we are also anath. We are left our parents, Supreme Lord, turned away from God, and then we are living sinful life, and they're suffering so many types of miseries in this world. So our real problem is forgetfulness of the Lord. So material problems, spiritual solution. So aligning with God helps us overcome suffering. So that's why when you turn towards God, then you can avoid all sufferings.
Yeah.
Maya mukta jeevana hi swatah Krishna gyan. So you can see Maya mukta jeev. So he has become Maya mukta, and he doesn't have the knowledge about the Lord. Krishna Kripa Kaila Veda Purana. So Krishna has sent this Veda and Purana for helping us to get enlightened. So, and to align with the Lord, to align with the message of the Lord, align with the Lord. That's how we can bring happiness. Just like a son who is aligning with the parents can naturally become happy.
Yeah.
So what is the goal of life? So we can see how we are changing our body. We are not the soul. Actually, we are the source. Your body is just like the shirt. So we keep on putting new dresses, giving up the old ones. The soul simply accepts new material bodies, being the old and useless ones. So, but what happens to death? So we give up this gross body and we go to another body. Depending upon the quality of desire in our mind, we get the next body. This Gita explains this. So what kind of desires we have, what kind of mentality we have at the time of death.
Yeah.
That's how we get the next body. So just like the same person moves from one vehicle to another, we may also go to one body to another body. But what basis we get? So he says, see this, you can see this. Whatever state of being one remembers when he quits his body, O son of Kunti, that state he attains without fail. You can see that. So we accept the body after quitting his current body, depending upon two things: desire in the mind and good and bad karma. So what kind of mentality and what kind of acts you have done.
Yeah.
Of course, your acts also will decide what kind of mentality you carry.
Correct.
But your karma, that is your reactions, what you have. Like somebody has a, he has all desire to be in some foreign land and have just be in the foreign countries. This is his desire. He only wants foreign things. But his karma is very bad. He's active and he has very wrong, wrong desires, like sinful desires.
Yeah.
Like illicit sex and all those, wrong desires. And his karma is also bad. He has done also, some illicit sexual affairs, illicit sex affair and all that, sexual affair and all that, and some kind of sinful activities. So now what may happen, because of his bad karma, he will become dog. But he has a desire. So this desire is somewhat like, which is kind of dog kind of mentality, right? And also his karma is also bad. He has done sinful activities. So he may become dog. And also he has desire to be in the foreign land and get foreign things only. So he may become dog in the Switzerland.
Okay.
It's actually one of the famous politicians, very big leader in India. He was, told that by some famous astrologer told that he has become dog in the Switzerland. So actually he had, had some illicit connections and all that with women. So and he would actually, like foreign servants, foreign export things. So actually he became dog in the Switzerland. The desire in the mind, good and bad karma. Just like somebody wants to purchase, any flat. So desire should be there. What kind of But based on your money, you can purchase 1 BHK, 2 BHK, 3 BHK, the location, everything, right? So first thing, desire, so same way, so desire and karma. So like desire and then how much money you have, what kind of, budget you have, budget. So same way, the desire in the mind, mentality, and also what kind of karma you have in the next life. So whatever you do action, you get reaction. Some reaction you get immediately. Every action requires reaction. Third law of motion. Some you get immediately, instant. You slap, you get slapped. Some delayed. You eat pizza in the midnight. Next day you have problem. You don't study whole year. Next year you will have issue. You don't eat nicely and all. After 5-10 years you become very unhealthy. So like that we have so many karma. We get reactions of everything we do, it has a reaction. So human form of life, we have got developed intelligence and discriminate and lead responsible life. That's why. When engaged in sinful life like meat eating, gambling, intoxication, and sexual activities, then that leads to actually terrible consequences. Dies down to animal bodies and repeated birth and death, because you're ignoring the God's laws and engaging in all these sinful activities. It's very dangerous. So you can see somebody is so much eating meat and all become tiger. Somebody sleeping like a polar bear. Somebody exposing his body parts can become trees. So if you obey God's laws, following the principles of austerity, sacrifice, knowledge, and association of saints, then we can attain the supreme destination. No birth, no old age, no disease, no death.
Yeah.
We have to obey the Lord's God. And then laws of God is there in Vedas, scriptures. You have to read Gita, you have to read Bhagavatam, because Gita and Bhagavatam are the essence of all the Vedas. Right?
Yeah.
So when you live life as per the teachings of Gita and Bhagavatam and associate with devotees and have transcendental knowledge and perform austerity of chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, do sacrifice for the congregational chanting the holy names of the Lord, then you can actually become truly purified and awaken your love for Krishna, and then you can be promoted to the kingdom of God, spiritual world, eternal life of bliss and knowledge. Then there is no birth, no knowledge, no disease, and no death. So ABCD, association A is association, B is book, C is chanting, D diet, and E is engagement. So we should have this ABCD formula in our life.
Yeah.
That's how our spiritual life will go nicely. Like we are associating with devotees, we read Bhagavatam, chant, and then diet, prasadam. And we should do some service, engagement. Use our ability and talent in the service of the Lord. Then we can be really happy. So the man who has escaped 3 gates of hell, lust, anger, and greed, O son of Kunti, performs acts conducive to self-realization and thus gradually attains the supreme destination.
Yeah.
We have to conquer our lust, anger, greed, LAG. Otherwise, we will lag, LAG, lag in our spiritual life. So after attaining the great souls, or yogis in devotion, never return to this temporary world, which is full of miseries, because they have attained the highest perfection. So you attain the Lord if you follow the teachings of Vedas and you follow ABCD formula. Skips Gita, Bhagavatam. So then we will not return to this temporary world. We'll attain the Lord, and we have the highest perfection of life. This is today's session, so I completed it.
Yeah.
So I have to go now for service.
Okay.
What I can do, Prabhu, I can call you after 10 minutes, and then we can have 15 minutes. Then we can take some questions in case you have.
Okay. Okay.
I can give you some 10 minutes time, 5 minutes time for question answers.
Okay.
Is that okay? After 15 minutes, I'll call you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you may have some questions, some discussions, correct?
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Okay. So the session was okay. I went a little fast.
No, it was good. Yeah.
I actually went a little fast. Generally, I cover double of this, double time I take.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think you are able to understand, no?
Yeah.
Okay. Think about it, meditate upon it.
Hmm.
You reflect on it, and then after 15 minutes,